This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This your boy Black Magus, and Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 6, they done gone wild. Yes, they've gone wild. Really digging the story changes that they have going. Put some very intriguing things into motion. Crazy. Really, really crazy. So, where to begin with this episode? Alright, so let's knock out, I guess, Arya first. So, Arya is still trying to get her stuff together and progress into becoming one of the nameless people. Of course, she's Arya, and Arya is a very proud person, so it's been hard for her to adjust. And she's been trying to work within the guidelines, but it's hard again because she's Arya. So she took a little flack for lying and things like that, but eventually she got to the point where she was able to pull off a believable story to I'm sure this was a setup scenario in a lot of cases, but this guy had his daughter in there. She was sick, and he was like, I need someone to help her ease her suffering. So Arya lied to her and made her drink from the fountain that had taken people's lives in the temple, and the girl passed away. So I always forget the dude's name, but he showed her the basement that she had been eyeing for a while, in that door behind the bodies that she had been cleaning, where they took them all at. She finally got shown there, and you had a room full of people's faces, heads, basically. It was like a tomb of heads. And the guy asked her, are you ready to be a nameless one? And she looked at him. He's like, no, you're not, but you're ready to be someone else. So it looks like she's starting to take the next steps into getting what she wants, basically, which is to become a assassin in the same vein as Homeboy is, and get her revenge, even though she's saying that she's down with whatever their causes are. But dude seems to see that, everybody seems to see that, but he seems to be willing to give her somewhat what she wants. So we got to see where they're going to go with Arya right now. Jaime and Bronn kind of got into some trouble in their mystical trip through Dorne. So we saw two storylines converge there when Jaime got to the Water Gardens, where the Sand Snakes, Oberyn's bastard daughters, they were ready to strike on the plan that they had formed with their mother, Elena, which was to take the queen, not the queen, but the princess, and I guess ransom her to leverage her to make the Lannisters do what she want, or just straight murder her. Either way, they were going to go get Myrcella. Jaime arrives at the Water Gardens to get Myrcella, and you probably didn't notice it from the conversation that Prince Martell had with his bodyguard, but it was clear that he knew that something was going to go down, and he had already set it up, because when the Sand Snakes showed up at the same time as Jaime and Bronn, of course they had their little fight, but I think all in all they were going to get caught regardless, because Prince Martell knows what's going on, and he knows how they think. If you ever read the books, you really understand that. So this didn't surprise me, because as soon as they caught the Sand Snakes, you saw them immediately get Oberyn's girl. So that whole situation is shut down. It's going to be curious to see what's going to happen to Jaime and Bronn, because this is a story element that never really came to play in the books. What happened with Sand Snakes, kind of similar to what happened, although it was a lot deeper, a lot more fleshed out, a lot more wild than it was on the TV shows. But definitely got drama over there in Dorne that we need to see develop and play out. Lannisport is getting extra fucking wild. It's Cersei, goddamn that bitch, Cersei. So Cersei's continuing to put the pressure on Highgarden right now, as she's got Sir Loras caught up by the what's the name of the guy? The Sparrows. The Sparrows, their religious justice group, has him on trial for sleeping with men, and the Queen of Thorns comes to try to mediate some type of solution to this. Of course, she comes in and comes straight at Cersei, and Cersei, being the bitch that she is just like not having it. And it's funny because Cersei is really, really doing her best to piss off people who she need not piss off. And this is why, as her father has said, and as people have always said, she can't be in charge. Because she, and this isn't a female thing, this is a Cersei thing. Cersei lets her emotions govern her actions. And that's going to be the downfall of her. When you are a ruler, your emotions have to take a back seat. Everything has to be well thought out and well planned before it's executed, because you're not just doing something that affects just your position, you're affecting the lives of millions, and you could bring down a ton of people with you. But Cersei doesn't give a fuck, because Cersei just wants to prove that Cersei is always right. And right now she's winning because she's got Sir Loras caught up. She trapped Marjorie, and now Marjorie's going to trial. But what's going to happen when her sins come to light? And we know it's coming. Come on, we know it's coming. I don't even have to have you guys refer to the books or anything. Everybody can see this coming. The way that things are set up, there's no way in the world that someone's not going to expose the fact that, hey, she's the king's mom, but the king's father isn't the former king. It's her brother, which is a sin. Incest. Fucking incest. So, once that comes to light, it's going to be drama. And Cersei's going to rule the day that she took that direction. That's why her putting the Sparrows back was one of the stupidest things she could have possibly did, because there's no way she's going to be able to take them out before they can finally decide, hey, we coming for you. You know what I mean? So that's going to be an interesting day when we see that happen with Cersei. We saw some more Tyrion and Mormont got caught up with a bunch of slavers. Hey, we got to see Adebisi, if you don't know what I mean, on the show Oz. The character, what's his name? His name is Adewale. I can never say his last name, but he was Mr. Echo on Lost, and he was a prisoner named Adebisi on the show Oz. He also was in the G.I. Joe movie, for anyone who cares, that Rise of Cobra one. But he now is the head of a slave ship and they trapped Mormont and Tyrion after Tyrion and Mormont had a pretty interesting conversation where finally Mormont asked, what the hell were you doing here, Tyrion? Tyrion let him know, I killed my father. And then he revealed to Mormont, hey, your dad's died. Of course, Mormont wouldn't know, because halfway around the world and the business of the Night Watch isn't something that I'm sure was pertinent enough for whatever spies that they had over in Westeros that could convey Daenerys info that would put that out there, especially since Mormont got ejected from her from her court, probably before the events of his father dying. I'm not sure. It may have been concurrent, may have been before, but he was well gone before anybody could feed him that information, I'm sure. But now he's going to be a fighter in the slave pits, possibly, because Tyrion talked them out of the situation they were going to be in. They were going to make him a slave in Surmise, Mormont, and they were going to kill Tyrion, cut off his dick, and sell it, because apparently dwarf dicks are magical. Interesting. Fucking interesting right there. So Tyrion was able to talk them out of the whole situation, which was pretty cool. So now he looks like he's fast tracking them to Meereen, which was what they wanted all along. Now, Adebisi punched Mormont, so I'm wondering, with the whole grayscale, since Adebisi put his hands on Mormont's face, is he going to turn, or is it Mormont in too early of a stage to be at the point where he can affect others? I'm quite curious to see how this is going to turn out, and what the development with Mormont and his grayscale is going to be, because now he's going to the fighting pits. Maybe he's going to decide I might as well stay there because my life's not that long anyway, at least not the normal life that I had before, because he's about to turn into one of those stone men eventually. So nice to see where that's going. They're fast tracking them to Daenerys. Can't wait to see what the interaction is going to be between Daenerys and Tyrion. That has to be great. The last bit, which fucking creepy as fuck. Goddamn Ramsay. Seriously, I hate Ramsay Snow. Ramsay Snow is a god-awful, despicable character. So, it's Sansa's wedding day. She's marrying Ramsay Bolton to solidify the Bolton's claim on the North. Before the wedding, of course, Ramsay's girl, she comes in and is talking shit, trying to scare Sansa. And Sansa just basically peeped it like, yo, how long have you been in love with him? Don't worry, you're not going to scare me, so you might as well just leave me the fuck alone and stop with the like jealousy bullshit. Well, she might have wanted to listen to that girl just a little bit more and try to figure out a way to get out of that situation, because after she gets married, and it was fucked up that they sent Theon to give her away and all of that, but after they got married, Theon escorted them back to Ramsay's chambers, and Ramsay's like, hey, you like everything? Cool. He asked her, your version, and don't lie to me and all that. And then you start to see, once he said don't lie, we need to be honest, you can start to see the creepy Ramsay start to like crawl out and like, oh fuck, what is this dude gonna do? And you just saw Theon just like he was getting nervous. So he was like, Sansa, take off your clothes. And Theon went to leave. He was like, no, I want you to sit here and watch. And then he turns to Sansa, is like, I don't want her to have to tell you twice. Take off your clothes. And you're like, shit, here it comes. You knew something fucked up was going to happen. So Sansa's slowly trying to get undressed and everything. Theon standing there just like fighting back tears, scared. Then Ramsay just rips her clothes off, bends her over, and goes to work on her. And you end the show looking at Theon crying as Sansa's screaming at what he's doing, what Ramsay's doing to her. So, yeah. Hell, fuck. Dude who plays Ramsay, by the way, phenomenal actor, because he makes you really want to hate his face. Like, you really want to see Ramsay Snow in a ditch. And if that guy was to get in harm's way because of it, it would be because he's just too good as that character. Just way too good. But solid show. We're starting to build up some momentum in the season. I know a lot of people feel like it's going really, really slow right now, but I feel like we're about to get hit with a lot of bullshit. These last 4 episodes is about to be drama. Trust me on this one. But hey, let's wait and see. I know I can't wait. Anyway, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.